Okay, I'm going to go through today's lesson. All right. So today's lesson tutorial covers paper one questions. Okay, so they cover paper one questions. So that means no calculator. These are all your MCQ and SAQ questions. All right. So total, not in this particular paper, but for the exams, they are 45 marks and 1 hour. Okay, now please make sure that you set aside time for your OAS. Set aside 10 minutes for your OAS. Make sure that you color or shade the circles correctly. So then 50 minutes for you to complete the paper. Okay, and to also check. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at a typical paper one question, which consists of the MCQ. So question says 6 angles are marked in the figure. So marked means all these are your marked angles. Now question, how many of them are smaller? Okay, so they are smaller than 90 degrees. So you know straight away this is bigger than 90 degrees. This angle is also bigger than 90 degrees. Now, to know whether, okay, it's a perpendicular line. So this is one of them that is not, that is less than 90 degrees. From here, if you were to draw a line for 90 degrees, hang on, let me just, got a couple of you coming in. Just only, let me just check your names. Hang on. Okay. All right. Everyone okay? I am at question 1 still. Okay. So this is less than 90 degrees and this is more than 90 degrees. Okay. So there are 2 angles which are less than 90 degrees or right angle. Okay, now for part B, sorry, not part B, for question 2, you have algebra. So you have 7p minus 8 plus 3p. Now, while you can, yes, Jeremy, while you can straight away do this, 7 times 4 minus 8 plus 3 times 4 to give me 28 minus 8 plus 12 equals to 20 plus 12, which is 32. Either you can write it this way, or because it is an algebra, right? What you can do is you can rearrange such that it looks like this. 7p plus 3p minus, sorry, not minus 7, minus 8 will give me 10p minus 8, which is equals to 10 times 4. Okay, so this is equals to 10 times 4, since p equals to 4, minus 8 to give me also 32. Okay? All right, there are several ways to do it. Please be very careful, especially when you see a plus and a minus. Okay? All right. Now, question 3. Now, for question 3, it is easier. It is easier for you to then determine by elimination. If you look at this option, this is 7 kg. You think about it. Can you put 10, 20 cent coins in your pocket? Will you be able to do that? Yes. So it cannot be, the mass is 7 kg. 7 kg is just way too heavy to put in your pocket, right? Similarly, 7 grams would be too light. And what about 700 grams? Same. Now, how do you know what is 700 grams likely to weigh? How is it like to weigh or how does it feel like 700 grams? Now, you know mineral water bottle, bottle of mineral water, which is 500 ml, that is about 500 grams. So imagine the mass of your 20-cent coins is as heavy as your bottle of water. Then you go running around in school, walking everywhere. Heavy, right? So it cannot be 700 grams. That's the only possible answer, which is 70 grams. Okay? And that's just an example of how heavy 700 grams is my illustration. Okay, so question 4 says here, Jerry was in school from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, yesterday. How many hours was he in school? So from 8 a.m. all the way to 6 p.m. Okay, so now the trick is from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. if you don't want to count. From 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. This is 12 hours. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is 12 hours, right? That means this is 2 hours. So that's 10 hours. Also can. Or you just count with your fingers. It's fine. Okay, so that's 2 ways to do the question. Right, now, question number 4. Okay, so, sorry, not question number 4. Question number 5. Okay, so we have a pie chart. When we see a pie chart, we have to determine what information is given to us. Okay, we must determine what information is given to us. So in this case, there are no values on the pie chart, so I have to read the question. So the pie chart shows the different genres of DVDs at a store. 1 out of 5 of the DVDs were hip hop. 1/5 hip hop. This is 1/5. 1/5 can also be written as 20%. Okay? And 1/4 or 1 out of 4 of the DVDs were either rock or jazz. So rock or jazz, this is 1/4. 1/4 of a circle is the same as a quadrant, 90 degrees, or 25%. You can do it this way, it doesn't matter. Okay, now, and then they tell us that there were 3 times as many rock DVDs as jazz. So between rock and jazz, the ratio is 3:1. Rock and jazz total 4 unit, right? Okay, so 4 unit. What fraction of the DVDs were pop music? So we want to know what is pop music. Okay, all right. What fraction of the DVDs were pop music? So I have 25%, I have 50%. That means pop music is how many percent? I have to take 100% minus 25 and 20 to give me a total of 55%. So what fraction of the DVDs were pop music? So fraction of DVDs that were pop music is 55 over 100 to give me 11/20. Okay, so it is 11/20. All right, now, question 6. Okay, for this question, they ask you to arrange from the lightest to the heaviest. So if you look at this, all these values, the easiest is to arrange and order them as they are first. So choose 1 unit. Yes, Wilma, go ahead. Choose 1 unit. What do you want to make it into? So I think it's easier to make it into, to convert everything to grams. Okay, we're supposed to convert everything to grams. So we will have, this is 2,304. This will be 2,700 grams. And lastly, 2,340 grams. So if I were to arrange them in order of their place values, okay, sorry, my conversion is not correct. This is 2,750. Okay, so 2,700 and 2,750 and finally 2,340. So if you look at the place value, clearly this is the greatest or the heaviest. Okay, so this is the heaviest, followed by this. So I compare between the 2 and 7 is the heaviest. Okay, you can also convert to kilograms and grams. That's fine, no problem. Then you compare, this 3 is the same. So you compare the next number, which is 4. So then this becomes the next heaviest, and this is the lightest. The first one would be the lightest. Okay, so for this to be the lightest, 2,304. Okay, 2,304. Okay, so then that means this is out. Followed by the heaviest. This is heaviest. So that means clearly the only possible answer is A. That's how you do by elimination. So take note, when you're supposed to arrange from the lightest to the heaviest, you always arrange them, stack them in order of place value. Once you order them, stack them in order of place values, to check whether the order, you have to go from the biggest to the smallest. That means from left to right. Okay, so go from left to right to check which is the heaviest and which is the lightest. Okay, question 7. It says here, a number when divided by 20 gives a remainder of 11. Now, I would prefer to, as long as I read this question, I know that a number can be represented by a box when divided by 20. Divided by 20 over 20 and divide 20 means the same thing. Okay, divide by 20 must be equal to a number with a remainder of 11 over 20. So that's my remainder. So it becomes a mixed number. Okay, so now the possible, just like any, so I'm going to give you an example. Just like any mixed number, so say 1 and 2/3, you want to convert it to improper fraction, you must take 3 times 1 plus 2 to give me 3 times 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5 over 3. So similarly, to get this, to change this to an improper fraction, okay, you will get times and plus, right? Okay, so if you take smallest number is 1. Example, this is 1. So the smallest possible numerator is 31. That's the smallest possible numerator. 31, right? 31 divided by 20. It cannot be a multiple of 5. Okay. 31 divided by 20 cannot be a multiple of 5. So for it to be a multiple of 5, that means you need to do something here. What do you need to do? D, that's right. You need to make sure that when you add a number, it is multiple of 5 means it can also be divided by 5. So in this case,